Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sideline. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they won their last contest, that game against the Charlotte Hornets. And that result, guys, was a real shock. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Favors is out there with Green. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Sullinger in at the 5. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And guys, Jeff Green, by every measure of athleticism and skill, should have become one of the game's better small forwards, but inconsistency has plagued him throughout his career.
And Kevin, I always go back to something my college coach told me, that the mental to the physical is 4-to-1 in this game. And so through those 7 full seasons, he's teased everyone with that talent. And then it does suddenly disappear. And there's no other way to describe it other than the fact that it is mental. He hasn't been able to sustain it in terms of the consistency, and that's why he hasn't fulfilled his potential.
Here's Favors. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. On defense, Memphis. It's a 3-point game. In this matchup with Las Vegas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Las Vegas. And he gets the bucket. Favors got 6.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Nash, the pass to the machine. They get it back. Here's Karolinko. Throws it from outside. Karolinko's got himself on the board with 3 there. Las Vegas, they came into this one following a loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Las Vegas shooting their first free throw of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Here's Okafor following the basket by Lance Stevenson, and that one's good. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Walker against Nash. Lets it go from 11. Walker dishes to Favors. Walker's shot is off.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Nash gets to Okafor. Lopez left side. He gets stolen by Sullinger. Stevenson with a clean look. A 3-pointer, no good. Las Vegas, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Down low, here's the machine. There it is, it's Nash picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for the machine.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here. This shot is looking really good here in the first.
Everything is falling 5 of 5 to start.
Again, Las Vegas score.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Favors, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Landry's checked in. Stevenson outside from the arc. Outside, Walker, and the pass to Porter. Stevenson kicks to Landry, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Las Vegas.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Chase Budinger, he's checked in for Las Vegas. And Memphis also making a switch. Lights checked in. Here is Anderson after Carl Landry's bucket. They shoot again. Millar's shot is off. Stevenson outside. Landry passes to Porter. Here's Stevenson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Crawford, no luck. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The kick out to Walker. Back to right. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Budinger against Porter. And here's Anderson from the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the floor.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now, here's Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Wright sets a screen. And it's off from three-point range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the shot is good.
You know, the better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here's Walker. 26 points for him last game against Charlotte. And the basket by Stevenson.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him. And when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Well, you knew things would be different for Lance Stevenson out of Indiana, but it wasn't in a positive way at all.
Yeah, he really struggled to find a role with Charlotte, the team he signed with. Remembering he was more of the point forward, had the ball in his hands in Indiana. Not the case with Charlotte, and also rumored to be traded all last season.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Evans is checked in. Now, here's Walker. After the miss from Crawford. Stevenson dishes to Nurkic. Here's Porter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight. Maverick passes to Crawford. Team feet out. Good as the jump shot falls. And Las Vegas leads by 3.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Wright, and he banks in the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
That one up quick. Mavericks got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Stevenson with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Here's Maverick. Kemba Walker making his last shot. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Stevenson. And Walker with a clear. That's a beautiful jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball.
And Derek Favors, known for his work ethic, he talked about his focus on developing. Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be that's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves. And they've had firepower and then some so far.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We got Lance Stevenson. Jared Sullinger is out there with Favors. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Green in at the three. Favors with the screen. Here's Walker. The rebound by Anderson.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Good. And it's a 4-point Las Vegas lead.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about knees, man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
One bit of news for the Grizzlies last year is that they acquired a single affiliation deal with a Clark D-League team, which you think is going to help them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that team is the Iowa Energy. They're the sole partner now with the Iowa Energy. Good move by the team in what is becoming a growing trend in the NBA.
Here's Kirilenko. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
Sullinger with the bucket.
And for Memphis and the D-League, they made the most of it. Sent 3 players for a total of 14 assignments with the energy, and that's how you make the most of an affiliate.
Carl Landry's checked in for the Grizzlies. Pass to the machine. Shot from the wing. Kirilenko. The follow-up flush.
Showing us a little force on that putback there.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful.
Favors with a screen on Kirilenko. Taken away by Kirilenko. Here's Okafor. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Timeout called the Grizzlies.
You know, considering the Grizzlies and their D-League partnership, it really makes sense for the franchise. Memphis has always been a place where they grow their own talent. A lot of good players have come out of Memphis. Not a lot of big names signed in free agency by the Grizzlies.
Back to Walker. To the paint. Here's Favors. It's good on the assist by Walker. 14 points for Derek Favors.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that distance.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yeah, Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through favors. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now, here's Stevenson. He has 6. It's tipped. Kirilenko kicks to Okafor. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Las Vegas shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Mavericks checked in for Las Vegas. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Yeah, another turnover there, but guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah. They've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
Got to find something, you're right. Landry dishes to Walker. Kicks it to Stevenson. And it's Stevenson. Again missing.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. Tough day so far.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Andre Kirilenko. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Memphis. Porter comes in for Green.
Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
And here's Las Vegas. They're on a 19-6 run.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP senior. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
Lets it go from 11. They get it back.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Millar now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the rim.
Timeout called by Memphis. Chase Buttinger, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Crawford comes in for the Machine. And Memphis also making a switch. White, he's checked in for Carl Landry. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
Reggie Evans, he's checked in for Emeka Okafor. And with great spacing in the NBA, you need great shooting. More than ever, shooting and spacing, Clark, are at a premium in the NBA for teams.
Yeah, well, it starts with point guards being able to break down defenses and get into the lane to create open shots. You want to be able to create space for the point guards to drive, so you need shooters on the wing.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective.
So nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Anderson kicks to Budding. Sinks the three-pointer. Buddinger's got 5.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Now here's Walker. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Nurkic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Crawford's shot is good.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. And Walker kicks to Porter. Stevenson outside. Wright sets a screen for Walker. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Stevenson. There's the screen. That's good from Porter on the assist from Stevenson.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hand. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Porter kicks to Walker. Memphis moving it around. Nurkic can't hit. Las Vegas leading by 17. Budinger, the pass to Crawford. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Shots good by Walker.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Crawford. Nurkic with the block. But they recover. A dominating first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this, a major? How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense.
That's going to do it for now.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from the machine.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
We've got Andre Kirilenko. Nash out there with the machine. Then it's Okafor. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Memphis, Green is out there with Favors. Then it's Jared Sullinger. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Walker in at the point guard. Shots good. 23 points for the machine.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
They kick it out to Green. And he overshot that one, missing.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Sullinger, and it's sent back by Lopez. And they're able to recover. 3 from Stevenson, and he gets it to go. Stevenson's got 10 points.
And the defense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Here's Lopez, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And it's Walker penetrating, and that one's good by Favors.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Nash up on top, guarded by Walker. Kicks it to Kirilenko. Okafor, the pass to the machine. Good D by Stevenson.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Favors dishes to Green. Stevenson inside the three-point line. No good off the front iron.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Stevenson outside, over to the wing. Walker with a clean look. Net ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 4 assists now tonight. Dishes it to Okafor. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Okafor's got 8 points.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Walker against Nash. Walker goes in. They get it back.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Las Vegas shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Just a fantastic game for the machine. He's got 26 points, and he's able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Chris Anderson has checked in for Las Vegas. And Memphis also making a switch. Carl Landry's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Good. 29 points for the machine.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Walker kicks to Favors, and it's Memphis with another.
Assist goes to Kemba Walker.
Las Vegas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Down low, they double him with Green. Here's the machine, and the rejection by Favors. Stevenson outside. And the wide open shot from Green. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That drops. And that's 12 points for Lance Stevenson. Las Vegas leading by 22. Nash outside. The dish now to Anderson. Inside. Here's the machine. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. A straightforward call. Simple.
Porter's checked in for Lance Stevenson. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around for that.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Anderson's checked in. There's the triple, and he gets it to go. Anderson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Feeds to Porter. Green up on top. From deep, Walker can't hit, and it's Las Vegas the other way. Crawford passes to Ballard. Comes up empty down low. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Offensive rebound. Green. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Chase Buttinger, he's checked in for Chris Anderson. Maverick passes to Crawford. Banked in off the glass. Crawford's got 10 points in the game.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
That is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, there's no doubt Walker has a lot of the tools needed to be a great point guard, but his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the league. Just not as consistent as he needs to be, and a lot of it has to do with shot selection. That also has to improve.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Evans is checked in. Juskic, he's checked in for Memphis. Just thinking again about Kemba Walker's field goal percentage, Greg. You were talking about shot under 40% Clark from the floor last year.
Yeah, and I think so much of shooting percentage is a function of shot selection. That's 3 out of the last 4 seasons now under 40% for Kemba. In order to be an elite point guard, that number's got to go up.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. The drive by Green, and again, Memphis no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Buttinger. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best 3-point shooting point guards in the league. Well, you look at Maverick, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
The feed to Nurkic. Porter outside. No good. Las Vegas leading by 20. It's Crawford with the drive, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And checking out the stats for Maverick. How's the last month of basketball been for him? First in scoring, 4th in free throw percentage. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in 3-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for Las Vegas.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Porter outside. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 7 points for Otto Porter Jr.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and 3-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Buttinger, no luck.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Nash out there with the machine. Then it's Okafor. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Kirilenko in at the 3 spot. Walker's shot is off.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Las Vegas leading by 17. Here's the machine. The Grizzlies pull it in. Favors got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Walker to the middle. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Okafor's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, what the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Pass to Porter. Back to Walker. He hits Sullinger atop the key. There's a good screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's now 20 points for Derek Favors. Las Vegas has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Las Vegas leading by 13. Near the three-point line, it's Nash, and some very quick points for him on that possession. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Sullinger, the screen. The pass to Favors. No good. And it's Las Vegas the other way. Lopez kicks it over to Nash. Picked by Okafor. Down low. On machine. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. That's now 32 points for the machine. Side Favors, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Steve Nash.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league. Had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Green's checked in. Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, you know, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got the chance to hear what Las Vegas's head coach was saying to his team. He said nobody but us believed we'd be in this position, and here we are. I'm proud of you guys tonight. Now go finish this thing off.
Favors with the screen. Nash against Walker. 5 on the clock. And that one's good by Favors. Favors got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
The machine, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Derek Favors. And the first one drops.
Shooting for Las Vegas. 2 shots.
He hits both from the strike.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Kemba Walker with an eerily similar season once again. Stats the last 3 years have ironically been very close.
Yeah, you talked about those 3 years. Almost 18 points a game, around 35 minutes. So did so on just under 16 shots as well. So becoming more and more efficient.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Las Vegas leading by 15. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
You know, it's kind of one of those weird anomalies when you look at Kemba's numbers, because in each of those seasons, he played a different number of games. It's one of those kind of quirky, weird things we pick up on sometimes when our brain is foggy.
Stolen by Stevenson. Back to Favors. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Favors has got 11 in the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. And for Walker, guys, and his stats, even for players considered consistent, there is more variation than what Walker has put up.
Green with a screen on Nash. So left side to the inside. Here's Favors. Excellent D there from Okafor.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Down low, here's the machine. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. The machine's got 38 points.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Favors with the wide open look. The 17-footer goes down. Favors with that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal, and then just bad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Lopez. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Outside, Walker. To the middle. Here's Sullinger. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Again, Las Vegas score.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And Jared Sullinger, the bucket on the assist by Walker. Las Vegas leading by 15. Nash dishes to Okafor. And stolen by Favors. Walker, the open look. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lopez a screen. To the paint. The machine passes to Okafor. And he gets it to go.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Favors. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And Crawford, no good on that one. The Grizzlies trail by 19. And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Favors.
What a game for Favors. He's got 10 rebounds and some big-time point production as well.
And we've all watched him just be an unstoppable force here tonight.
Well, nothing they've done on the defensive end has been able to slow him down. I mean, he's doing exactly what he wants to when he wants to do it.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Evans, he's checked in for Lopez. Anderson comes in for Emeka Okafor. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Andre Karolinka. The Mavericks subbed in for Steve Nash. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Maverick. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Grizzlies trail by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Las Vegas.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left the man open deep, you get a good look at the basket. And they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for the machine. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
On the line, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Jenkins. Off target from three-point range. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Wirtz. And he makes the first. He's off on the second. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I loved it.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan,